Alright. I don't know a whole lot about this game. I know you can date Colonel Sanders, but that's it. I can't tell if this volume is good or not, honestly. But we'll just have to see, I guess. Okay, are we ready to go? Okay. I'm gonna start now, chat. New game. Tell us your name. I'm not sure what you mean as Grimoire. Oh god. Yeah, I'm gonna voice act the whole thing, by the way, if you were wondering. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Or you could wake up now! Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. Hello, Jessica. I guess we'll smack that clock. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning of Cooking School. University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Ow. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by, and you find your imagination getting away from you. I'm not really sure. You allow yourself to daydream a bit, thinking about the future. It's here, finally, your first day of culinary school. So many dishes to prepare, so many students to meet. Your mind is swimming with possibilities when you realize you're running late. You grab a biscuit and burst out the door in a hurry. Delicious. Just what you needed to wake up those taste buds. Is this one of the KFC biscuits? If I was woken up like that every day, I would go crazy. Yikes, you're in such a hurry, in fact, that you forgot to put on any deodorant before running out the door. You're sweating buckets as you rush to arrive on time. Uh-oh. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Corey, you're gonna play Helltaker? I've already played Helltaker. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Aww. That's a biscuit, yes, because the Americans can't name things properly. Good morning, Corey and Chad. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Actually, because I sure am excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Classic Miriam. Raised by MasterChef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Like Corey? Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great. Is this bucket? Yeah, okay. But with the University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semesters, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? Let's change the subject. It's hard to see Miriam like this, and frankly, quite exhausting. Rather than dwell on her anxiety, you try to change the subject to something more interesting. MasterChef parents signing up with KFC. Lady, you are making deep fried chicken wings. What, MasterChef? Oh god, wrong overlay. Oh god, wrong overlay. Oh god, oh god. Okay, there we go. All summer you've been hearing rumors about a dreamy, enigmatic, mystery student who is enrolled at this school. Yeah, it's a little worrisome, but you'll be fine. Now, what about this mystery student we read about on the school message board? Any new deets? Oh, get this! I heard his name is Harland, and he's no ordinary student. They say he has powers. He's had them ever since he was born, from an egg. From an egg? An egg? Like a chicken? Don't be ridiculous. But that thing about having powers, it would line up with some of the other rumors I've heard. Like, I heard he once fought a bear with just his smile. What came first, Harland or the egg? You both sigh, thinking about a student so handsome that the laws of physics don't apply to him. Dreamy. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom-engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. Big sad, it's time for work. Bye, Corey. Thank you for showing up, Bog, even if it was briefly. I really appreciate it. Hey! It's Ashley, your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants, and she knows it. Hello, Ashley. Her fucking tights have chicken legs on them. For God's sake. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. You leave Korean Chad's shins alone. They are perfectly normal shins. Ugh, you can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley. But she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. If anyone here knows what perfect chins look like, it's us. We're not going to let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man. I stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rockin' glutes. Van! You rang. Scatter. Jojo. You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. I love the... He has a fucking comb as well. Gross. I wish his hair was red so we could add him to the red pompadour himbo squad. Part 9 MC. I can't believe that University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would ever allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You'd think they'd just hand us our diplomas now. Or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. See you later, losers! What the fuck? As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. Oopsie. I think it's broken. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick. I love you! I think you mean thank you? My name is Pop. It was named after my pop-pop. He's old. What the fuck is this? I love Sukumi. Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. I appreciate the lurk, Sukumi. Hi, Pop. I'm Korien Chad, so... Are you going to make me hold the store all day? Nope! And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Aww. Is it just me, or is he kinda cute? I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. Oh my god. Dog. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at a podium at the front of class. Adorable! Now, quiet down, everybody. Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class? He must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCS AL. Please, call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and little and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof. What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Maybe I should give him the Gordon Ramsay voice. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. Oh no. I'm chilly. Someone close the window. And then he walks in. What the fuck is this? You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. Hubba hubba. It's him, it's... If it isn't my favorite student, Harland. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog. Before he can finish his sentence. Please. Call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. What the fuck is that? I have some regrets. I go by she, her. I go by she, her. Like... A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. And this over here must be Sweaty Sweats a lot. Maybe we should open that window back up before faucet pit melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is with you all really... What is with all your really weird insults? You turn to find Colonel Sanders standing right in front of you. Colonel Sanders, beautiful angel that he is, stands before you, smiling gently, his hand outstretched. Boy, howdy, this classroom gets hotter than a Kentucky fryer. Please, use my handkerchief. I love the bubbles and the sparkles as the background. You freeze up. Colonel Sanders is talking to you. Wait, Colonel Sanders is talking to you about how sweaty you look? You're completely mortified. This can't be your first interaction. What if he ever forgets this moment? How will you respond? You stretch out your hand and Colonel Sanders places a fine silk handkerchief in it. It's so beautiful. Why did hearts come out of him? It's so beautiful you hesitate to press it to your face. But when you do, the feeling is transcendent. It has his natural scent on it. It smells of the most delicious chicken you've ever smelled. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and get some ground rules. Welcome to University of Cooking School. School? School. How does Gordon Ramsay say it? School. Academy for Learning. The greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears. There will be blood. There might even be really adorable tiny food. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks, and compete in the broom cooking arena. I don't know how fucking Gordon Ramsay talks. Corey, do you regret? I regret a little. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Hi guys, sorry I'm late. Hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss... Quiet! Late to class. Class? Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue... You're on the fast track out of here, you donkey. Are you sure you're even in the right school? School? His accent was so scuffed. Don't you recognize me? This is my 3rd year in this school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. Turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. Or... Where's the lamb sauce? I can't do the voice. The class bursts into laughter. Oh, Clank, you rascal. Who's this, by the way? Who's this? Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pockets, but what kind? You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkles' eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite. Well, I think there might be some competition for a new star student. This is going a bit different than I thought it would. I think I might have to give up on the voice. I don't know where this is going and I'm scared. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hands slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. Ew! You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. Ramsay Pup is going well. Not enough donkey references. Okay. Fine. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. It looks like a mosaic of semen. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain. Hey, Corey and Chad! There's still a seat here! It seems that no one has claimed the seat next to me, if you're interested. move to take your seat by Colonel Sanders. It appears he brought no books, pens, or pencils. However, his perfect upright posture shows off a seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. Thanks for offering me the seat. I've only had 2 rules. Do all you can and do it the very best you can. It's the only way you ever get that feeling of accomplishing something. That's so inspiring. A little off topic if you ask me, but okay. As soon as you've settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast. It's time for a pop quiz. Yay! A pop quiz! A quiz about me! This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you are ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Extremely. Looking at you, Pop. That's right. Forest is to the tree as chicken is to... What? What do I mean, I was gonna pick a slam dunk, but I'm not sure if that's the right option. That's wrong! No! What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? A spork. That's right! What food is best for a broken heart? Anything as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt? That's right. The Sprinkle's a good boy. He's a talking dog that teaches at culinary school. He is the best boy. That's right. Your total score is 4 out of 5. Let's go, chat. We're so smart. Korean smart. Forehead. Only one wrong? Wait, is he saying this? Only one wrong, not too shabby. You might just do alright, kid. You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He nods with approval. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch. Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was... Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, I was... It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But Shh. Lunch, lunch, lunch! Why is there literally a child? I'm scared. She said, shush. In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. That must be the smell I smelled. Indeed. That smell. How is this audio balance, by the way? Is this good? I feel like it was a bit quiet, but let me know what this is like. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Piled higher, huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept. I love love how this game is just KFC sucking themselves off. Your stomach begins to grumble as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years, I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. Maybe we should put some reverb on his voice. For years, I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But fuck. But that is all I have to say about that. What? You think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Pshaw! Nah, my dude, nah. I'm just, drafting a last will and testament in case, one of those ingredients is, poison. Got him. He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at a sick burn. You wait to see what zinger Ashley has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just, like, writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself even. Jesus, the stand's about to pop up. Oh, please. Well, Van the man. If you don't want any, I'll take his. Hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now. There's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of his bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Fuck. I'm gonna pick savor the moment and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy. Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man? For a flavor? Are they the same? Yo, who wants to take a bite out of Colonel Sanders' drumstick? Speak up right now. After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. You approach Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break the silence. I'm sorry, I'm laughing so much. Murasaki Takashi, welcome. Thank you so much for checking out the stream. I really appreciate you becoming a paranormal investigator. Thank you for the follow. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Asking for a fellow chef? What exactly was on that chicken? How bold to come out and ask. Why does he have a fucking cane? It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just, you and me here talking, I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester's only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun?
Aww.
You've got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but you can tell. I use... It's something my great... Hold on, wait, let me try that again. Just one ingredient, but you can tell. I use... It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Wow! You'd never have guessed that! In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. While you were wrapped up in that huge revelation, you noticed that Colonel Sanders has disappeared, while everyone else is still in the... Hold on, I still have my reverb on. Oops. While you were wrapped up in that huge revelation, you noticed that Colonel Sanders has disappeared, while everyone else is still in the cafeteria. You decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. This fucking voice, dude. It sounds like you have big plans. I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. Alone, together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Be modest but thoughtful, how about that? Oh, he liked that. Let's go. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery, it was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Corey and Chad. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know, we've only... How do I mess up reading so much? I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step into the massive cooking area. Sorry, arena. Jesus. Where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Look at this place! It's magnificent! Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no, we have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it? You're not going to blow anything, except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're going to earn with your signature. Adorable, tiny food creations. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders! Wording! Wording! Don't say you pounce on Colonel Sanders! No! We end Corey and Chad. Something tells me we're gonna get a bad ending. Oh no. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of 2, that is. Me and you, if that wasn't clear. Tetsuji, how accurate is this to your experience working at KFC? Good luck with the game, Corey. I'll see you soon, Asgrimore. Thank you for stopping by. And I was inaccurate. Wanna be my partner?
Aww.
Sure, Corey and Chad. I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. 2 different students will quickly take notice. Beep boop bzz. Dude, this mixer's too much fun to play with. Oh my, two potential partners? I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. Looks like you'll have to pick her. Pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today. That's okay, I already ate. It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. Warp, warp, warp. Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet. Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Tissue, I hardly know you. Clank judders and the panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. Looks like the two of you will be fine. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you two, for today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? I think we're gonna go with your grandmother's mashed potato and gravy because I know KFC sells mashed potato and gravy. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes and gravy? I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please. Let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Sanders' heart is my business, and you'd better keep your fingers off my men. Did someone call for me? Ugh, no, geez, Van. Well, I'm over here crushing Korien Shad's dreams. You're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? What the fuck is this music? Why is it so loud? When did this become Food Wars? Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into the boiling water and turns attention to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley. Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looked like Corey and Chad was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up on my level. Doubt it. Don't be rude, Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But, Colonel, if you ask me... I fucking hate doing this voice, by the way. When does Colonel Sanders unleashes down 7 spices? But... Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense. But one thing is clear, she's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Honka honks. I don't know who to turn to. Full Sanders route? I feel like full Sanders route is gonna get us into a bad ending, but we'll try it. I'm here to learn and express myself via cuisine, not bigger with prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class, so let's all respect the format, okay? You turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page. I chose Colonel Sanders and Colonel Sanders chose me. Isn't that right? A businessman respects all fair agreements, from contracts to handshakes. I took on Corey and Chad as my partner for this activity, and I stand by it. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you has Corey and Chad's natural talent or their loyalty. Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. You look for Sprinkles and hope that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. Even bad endings are good endings if your tastes are broad enough. Does this game even have bad endings? I legit don't know. Yo, imagine this is like fate. You make one wrong choice and 2 hours later you die being cooked alive. Oh, Colonel Korien, wow. Look down at your station and realize that in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth, brown gravy smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. I can't take this anymore, dude. Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The 2 of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. This is serious, Corey. I'm sorry, Zero. I'm sorry. And with Zero, I don't mean Zero Skies. I mean the OG Zero. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up when you see Ashley with a sinister look. You know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Van! Do something! Do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the delicious mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on there, Corey and Chad. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you'd better both be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands, you fucking donkeys. It looks like a bison's penis! I can't even do the accent, it's so scuffed. I could see a stand fight in part 9 being over mashed potatoes. Yeah. Can I house potatoes, please? Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. This is actually a fucking JoJo pose. You're kidding me. Dude, isn't this a Joseph pose? I'm pretty sure this is a Joseph pose. I love it so much, man. I really do. Why is it on an axe? Mashed potatoes with gravy, pathetic. In just a few minutes, I've prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my speciality: braised tentacle of octopus and my silky saltwater sauce. Played on a battle axe, blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors. You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and you will all look on with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van, who swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed, and may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic. It's fucking raw! He's scratching my head. Too late, it has been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. Ah! What the fuck? I didn't know this game was a fucking horror game. It killed him! Everyone step back. Don't take another bite. When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up in Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain just for a moment, then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Oopsie. Tastes like poison. The entire class is gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are as motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. Oop, there goes gravity. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things despite obvious danger has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here. Yeah, tough, isn't it? Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student, all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. What? Like, for real? Oh, come on. You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark, and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. I feel like his voice is turning more sensual with every line. more sexually charged with every line. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Korean Chad. There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there! No, fuck off, Van Van! There's something I need to tell you first! Oh, jeez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. Sanders is pissed. And every day since, I have been working toward that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting. Also, lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all of our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Ooh. Hey, no, shut up! I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story! Are we forgetting that your cooking skills literally killed a guy? You can't prove that! I, also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him! We're talking about me! Me! I'm the hero! The spork monster is here to fight a hero! What? It's his stand! It's actually his stand! Never mind, it's not. Damn it. I get really excited for a minute. I think there's the fridge door open. Later, nerds! How dare you threaten me, just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level. Be afraid of me, because I'm a monster, see? Is he's rhyming on purpose, or is that just a coincidence? Before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence. What will you do? What is it? I'll attack. You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Cook with love. It's a fucking FF menu, man. Corey can't escape the JRPGs. Cook with love does 1 damage. It just got real. The attack really upsets Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. You decide to go on the attack. It worked last time, right? Cook with love does 1 damage. Spork Monster won't forget this. Spork Monster is really feeling threatened by your attack. Spork Monster focus their mashed mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? You decide to defend. Which defense will you use? Trepidation. Hold your head between your hands and mutter, "This is not happening. This is not happening." Spork Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble, they go on the attack once again. Spork Monster uses Utilitensel. You take 2 damage from the attack. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. You decide to go on the attack. Cook with love does 1 damage. Spork Monster is oozing cheese sauce onto the lawn of the quad. I wonder who's going to have to clean that up. When does Colonel Sanders get married to see more now? Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for its ultimate attack, a rounded edge. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens, huh? Pot Pie Power Pinch! Pot Pie Power Pinch does 10 damage. Spork Monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. Spare this wretched beast. You managed to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realize that he is still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Be gone, beast, and don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow. I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back like you said. The swerve monster scuttles off into the night. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it is Borko. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. Oh my god, man. I should have gotten alcohol for this. Oh, I'm sorry. I should have made myself a drink for this. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. We didn't have drinks, fair. He must have helped you get home in your tired state. You didn't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you are tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. Fucking hell. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? Probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with Spork Monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like Clank. Who the fuck said Miriam X Clank earlier? Who was it? Who am I banning for spoilers? Prince Manly! Get out of here! How dare! How dare you spoil this? Like him? Like? Gone, Ratchet and Clank. Here comes Miriam and Clank. How dare you spoil the amazing writing, yeah? I know it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. We got to talking after class and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school? No, but that does make complete sense. Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to, and was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade. I'm thinking maybe something got lost in pressure cooker language translation there. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. I hate the things this game is making me say out loud. I really hate it. You and Colonel Sanders? The coolest guy in school? The most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy for Learning? You're a thing now? We definitely connected yesterday. Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes light up. Secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So, this summer while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering. That pose, 1-to-1 from Kill la Kill, nice. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices, secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice. He even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I'd ever tasted. Okay. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever. Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we stayed in touch, you know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about my new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. And besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone. Cough. Please, please, please. It would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or Colonel Sanders. We have to make up a fake ingredient. I'm not telling her the secret. I could think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know, how about... It was Eye of Newt. I know, sounds like some kind of witch's potion. But what can you do? Eye of Newt! Wow! Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. Oh lord, here he comes. Ha! Why is he on a horse? It's Colonel Sanders! He's arriving at school. Fuck, I don't know. He's got a bunch of eyes for dinner! Ah! How could you say that? I don't know, I feel like running to him might be a little direct. I feel like we should stand back and admire him. I'm gonna stand back and admire him. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside. Corey's experience after stalking Gratia. Be free. You are so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a horseful boat you have! I mean, what a horseful boat you have! Dang it, that's what I just said! Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you. Oh, Korean chat just gets really nervous around people they like. What? This is not helping. I mean, they got food poisoning and we're up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. His face. She gives you a wink and a smile as if to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. Oh no! Oh no! The bad ending, no! And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. The diarrhea ending, Sag! No, the food poisoning ending! Like, counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad? You try and get a peek over at Van Van's hulking shoulders. But he sees you coming. Why there, little one? I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? You immediately dress the rivals down for their immature behavior. Culinary school is to be respected. This kind of nonsense is a waste of everyone's time. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rules? Ugh. I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if it ate you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look at what it was they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. That's the same book that I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. This book is a family heirloom, and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. Ew! We're playing it! Oh, I think I skipped some dialogue by accident. Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Beep, beep. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts! You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. What? Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer. Aww. Wop wop. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Van Van jumps to attack Clank. Jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders! These crazed men are about to come to blows! I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them! Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan? Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, please, take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing cars all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly, he loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll reveal the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson? Truly you do. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, It was a chicken who first signed their name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Corey and Chad. Naturally, this appears to you to be a simple platter. Which item do you want to sample? What do we think, chat? Which item should we sample? Do we sample the dog biscuit or the shimmering pepper? 2 or 3? What do we think? Dog biscuit? The pepper? People are saying yes. Well, people are saying 1. 1 is glass of water. I don't want to do glass of water. Okay, we'll do the dog biscuit. Because of the shape it's baked in, you assume the dog biscuit is a treat made by Sprinkles as an example of his own culinary talent, perhaps? You reach out for it when Sprinkles jumps and bites onto your cooking apron. What kind of monster would steal dog's favorite biscuit? Your apron is left in tatters. The entire class looks on in horror as you fall unconscious from the embarrassment. I never even got to taste it. Is this the end? You fade into darkness, but something is there. The spork monster? Orko, what are you doing here? It's not your time, my friend. Your act of kindness has not been forgotten. Watch as your apron magically repairs itself. You won't have to live in embarrassment anymore. Thank you, my friend, wherever you are. It just gave me a second life. Look, I don't know. I guess we'll try the pepper then. A brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination that feels like forever as you trip through the universe. My friend! Oh! This guy again? I'm here to give you an important message. Oh! You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... I was saying to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is... Sorry, I think I've still got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine, I'll work through to fulfill the prophecy. You must. Feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. Oh man! You come to and find everyone staring at you. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever, you moron. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim. Your rival enters to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off. Oh god, that was really hard to read. The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. Step up and tell them you're on. A bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it. I'm not the fool, you're the fool. Fool! Good one, Van Van. I like your gumption, Corey and Chad. I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students. Please settle down. Will you settle down, you fucking monkeys? Donkeys! This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least not until we turn on the timer. Just then a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words, "Timer ready." That's what I'm talking about. Haru! Aro! How do you awoo with a British accent? I stand corrected. The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope its message lifts you to victory. Like Diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now it's my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself. I know you can't see it, but her cleaver has like a little heart charm on it. Look at that, chat. I like it a lot, actually. Oh, what a jammer, though. I will defeat you myself. You had this chicken and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day 1, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. That's right, but how would you have gotten into the school without knowing that? That water boils at 100 degrees Celsius? I don't know. When I get to rub my furry belly, let that enticing offer motivate you. I'm back. Can anyone explain to me what happened? I got barely going when suddenly Hyperhead Fine music started. Corey started talking like a JoJo character. It's quite a lot. It's quite a lot. You're going to need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. 11 secret spices, right? That's right. You might not know all of the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Tail waggling intensifies. Oh, you've got some basic steps going. It's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor? Gratitude? That's right. You must never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. I don't know if it's 7 or 11. Okay, I just picked the first thing that came to mind. There's a timer, so I'm nervous. Classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You'd better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Now would be a great time to harness that energy, so where does it come from? Fuck! That's wrong! This is a horrible time to start forgetting important things. Try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. That's a sign of success. Sizzling. That's wrong! No! Don't make me get the spray bottle. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Korien Chad. He's actually cheering you on, which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. All you think about is Colonel Sanders. How many spoonfuls of gravy? No! I clicked on Colonel Sanders' face. You remain back to the competition. Grr. You're stranded on desert island with only one dessert cooked, but which do you take? What a hunk! I know, right? You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on a challenge? You're falling behind. Rainbows! What does that have to do with crafting spectacular fried chicken and delicate baked biscuits? Woof. Woof. You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station over, Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle. Oh, fuck, are you meant to read that? I don't know. But sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. have any hands, but Korean chat does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. Korean chat, no! Oh my god, what the fuck? But you're not fast enough, and your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone stops. Everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This battle is over. Over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. It simply can't go on. Get out! Get out of this kitchen. Get out! I can't do the voice. That's too bad. And here I am with my completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two. On account of Korean Chad's injury. Lost a hand in cooking competition, yeah. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skipped straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask Korean Chad to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. As a boob? What kind of boobs have you been looking at, dude? Holy crap. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. No! No! My Colonel! Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside, you'll find a delicious fried cheese croquette on top of a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry gelée. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you! No! No! As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Fuck, I don't know! This game's hard! I'm gonna put myself between the two. I'm gonna take the risk. Reach out with your apron to wipe the sauce off of his glistening face. Ah, no! He didn't like it. Colonel Sanders recoils and brushes you back. This goatee isn't just a fashion statement, it's also functional. I was saving that flavor for later. Oh, he's fucking pissed. No, I double counted it. It's 50. It should be 53. Yeah, 53. Let's try again. Don't tell me it's gonna put me to the start. Oh, it's gonna do the... Oh, fuck. I'm so bad at this. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim. Yeah. Ah. Oh. Okay. A small town where big dreams are born. You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What's the sound of success? Bubbling. Wrong! Next question. You notice Colonel Sun is out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Corey and Chad. Fucking hell. You can't get any of these wrong? Damn it. The sixth bite? You're fucking kidding me. Why are they named like that? Damn it. Yeah, this game is hard. Speedrun. That's right. When they taste your cooking, they will be so taken with it that they'll be unable to speak. You notice Colonel Sanders out of your corner of your eye. Ah, so no matter what happens, that still happens. So we'll just have to back off then. Okay. Blah blah. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. We will internalize the rage we feel. Rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash. And they fall off of your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester, perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow. You run for the quad to be alone. Beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. Oh no! We're Corey and Chad. We're better than this. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. I'm not fit to fill your fryer? Ah! What do you mean I'm not fit to fill your fryer? He got mad. He doesn't like us having self-doubt. Failure is a part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well then, think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. I enrolled in culinary school. Incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure. I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician? What the fuck is that? I'm googling that. An obstetrician provides routine prenatal care to people who are pregnant. Is this actual part of the Colonel Sanders lore? Colonel Sanders. An amateur obstetrician, an unsuccessful political candidate. Really? What the fuck? That's really weird, Colonel. Aren't you just is this supposed to be university? Or college? I mean, it's an academy, but... I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together. Which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him. A burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the spork monster. Orko? It is I! I know I said I wouldn't be back, but after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I just wanted to say that I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know what it's like having to always look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right? Thanks, Borko. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of the night can really rile a person up. I also wanted to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode. I know that you're strong, and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to the school. I wasn't always a spork monster, you see. I don't believe it. You were human once? Well, no, I was a golden retriever, but I was still a student, until one day some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed. No! Who would do that to a golden retriever? That's awful. A magic spellbook? Precisely. I had procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there. It sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Glory and Chad. Together, I am sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. A personal invite? You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like. But it sounds like you're about to find out. Is that him as a baby? Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with. Oh yeah, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crisp. Both, perhaps? Oh, you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him or keep it a secret just for you? I'm gonna lay it all bare to you, Colonel! You decide that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you could talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' luxe hideaway. Magnificent. Together, you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. What the fuck is wrong with this game? You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room, there are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. What about the baby picture? An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figure that this must be Colonel Sanders himself. Well, he did say he was born like that, so it checks out. That, or maybe it's a drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person would make their own face the logo of the company they founded, am I right? Tap on an item, yeah. This must be where he keeps the secret recipe. Think for a moment. What number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn the dial to 11, 11, 11, the safe opens. Inside it, you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? Tap on items for more with the Colonel. I will look at his cock. You notice very realistic stuffed chicken on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy? Must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." A scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell. Power tool? Freshly starched collar? Piece of wood floating in a lake? Summer of '69? No. It's one of the secret ingredients. It's... A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just a silvery in color, it's actually made of spun silver. Hello, Varian! You gaze out the window across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Just then the ghost of student pops up. Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now. It's... Can you see I'm in the middle of something? You open the window a crack and the ghost of student is swept out with a breeze. You take a closer look at a large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plague on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." Poor guy. The photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt. Maybe this is where he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices? One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing them. You look closely and see that there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off his hangers and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in its scent. Breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he has been working on and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket.
Aww.
I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket! You forgot to take it off! What the fuck do I pick? This is too forward. No, one is too forward. But I don't know. I'll go with it. Whoa, this isn't that kind of game. Not that we blame you for trying. But still. No! We have to click everything again to make sure we're on the same... We're on the same, we're on the same level. Okay. There we go.
Aww.
I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to intrude. I just got a little cold and thought this might warm me up. Colonel Sanders smiles and scoots close to the fireplace. For God's sake. It's warm by the fire. Why don't you come a little closer? Suddenly, everything feels like it's moving too fast. Final exams are tomorrow. You should be thinking about what you're going to cook. I should be home studying. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. The thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, KorienneVT. I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. What the fuck? You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence! You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. In some jurisdictions, it isn't even legal. But if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges in the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. Colonel Sanders is the batter of my heart, the wing of my soul, the spice of my life. If that isn't a quote in the game, I'm gonna be upset. You taste Colonel Sanders' food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, waits for no one. Jesus, that name is such a mouthful. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you. It's okay, I was just... But now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I can believe that. Since I'd been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course I told him, you'd better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me, so I said, yeah, sure. I can get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Did she just say skydiving as if that's a typical first day to go on with a talking pressure cooker? And now I'm really not sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection. Wowzers. Miriam tells you to move on from this whole Colonel Sanders obsession and focus on school. If being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, you don't want to be right. After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact, because, you know, he's Pop. What's so swirly? It sounds delicious. Oh, it's great. I'll order you up one right away. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Hey, Sprinkles is a dog and a treat.
Aww.
You can get your swirly dip too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at the school. There's that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school. But who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You've got some nerve, Korien Chad, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain. It doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up, ever. Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Oh man, this game is gonna kill my throat. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Korien Chad, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What's he doing complimenting her? But what about the flavors of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say it was bland. Excuse me, Korien Chad. I am more than capable enough to speak for myself. Oh, was that me saying it? Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel? I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Korien Chad. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an empty attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spellbook you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Wow, that's that book? It looks like bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I can't really believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open to a page covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges of the page. I could use the spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. That is way drastic! Couldn't you do something else, like anything else? Not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you and a pretty good excuse to try it out. Why would I do it? I don't want to forget about Colonel Sanders. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkle's already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know, I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you, it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose crunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. I'll wait to see what happens. Sprinkle stops in his tracks. He focuses in on the window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns feral and turns to the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. Terrence, I told you to never come back here. Terrence, I will destroy you, Terrence. Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off of his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence? You'd better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again. After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt by not only Terrence, but any other squirrel in hearing distance, He returns to his professional tone. I apologize for the outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Korien Chad, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom, you see. Before you can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by whirs and sparks coming from the back of the room. I told you to save it for after class! Bzz, bzz. You think I want to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger? Mira and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises. But no! You had to show off to your cool kid friends Jeff and Joan. J and J forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Bzz, bzz. Yeah, well, that doesn't make a great date. And take Jeff and Joanne with you. You can all hold hands as you pedal down the mountain or off a cliff for all I care. Sad beep. Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. Eat. Bzz. No amount of seizing is going to make me want to eat that, Clank! What the fuck? Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from. In terms of deep-friend footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down. Clank has to be the best character. Great gas of tasty. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam, TM. I'm still working on the title. But I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey, Miriam, are you okay? Okay? I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. Cocoa, even. How could he embarrass me in class like that in front of everyone? Her tiny Coco is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke. Even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not going to saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me? Of course not. Well, maybe sorta, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to throw a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a special soup. And I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it. While you were pep-talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You've decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge, a test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent. And a chance to beat the pants off of Van Van, the supposed man-man, and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. I didn't even see the E in Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on, Korien Chad's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven, but as soon as you do... Her cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders and cherry blossoms flying into the room with a breeze. Or on a breeze, rather. Korien Chad, what are you doing here? There's still time before the exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. Pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who is hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know, my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell? Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? No, I can smell that it was made with a heaping help of TLC. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Wow. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved cooking country cooking, and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Opie. More like THC. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules. That is, except to cook with everything you've got. You step up to the cook-off for a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices. But he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe, fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Gouache. Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend faster blaster! Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roid! Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula! Even Clank gets in on it. 5 dial pressure point chicken cooking technique! Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's the singularity, as was foretold. We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back door of the arena. As you frantically, prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spell book out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? No. Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm going to do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. This little wink from across the room. I believe in you, Korien Chad. Miriam notices too.
Aww.
And I've always believed in you, Korien Chad, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but... Miriam tosses a handful of spice directly into your boiling noodles. It's the secret ingredient. No, you're gonna ruin it. Or she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she get the eye of newt from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals. Before your very eyes. No! Chat, no! What have we done? It is I, Steve, the spork monster. Secret ingredient, worst enemy of a beginner cook. Steve? Wait, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We spork monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off. But you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle, so I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve the spork monster notices that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscrossed some magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh? Yeah, you guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing me some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually, you know, when I was just a little spork pup back in the old country. You can feel spork monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should just watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. I understand. It's kind of like that time in monster school that I had fallen asleep during scare tactics class when I woke up. He tosses a serious stare at Steve and he takes the hint. Never mind. I'll tell you later. Good luck. Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. You summon extra power from deep within yourself. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for... Not you! Heck off! I've had it with you and your ghostiness. Power you've been summoning immediately phased back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off of the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power, you can do anything except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven can't be served. But don't worry, dear Korien Chad, you may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time's almost up, so you're going to need it. But, Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, Sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting if we combine forces, we can make the perfect food union? Following your heart, Chad. Corey, I think I'm falling for Colonel Sanders. Time's up, students. This time expired. That's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop. Clank. From off screen you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. I'm flying! It sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside of the closet you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there right now. Let me guess, did Van Van have something to do with this? Someone asked for a wedgie. Who am I to refuse? I thought a wedgie was a salad. It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say, that's not the worst prank in UCSAL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. I'm disappointed. Wait a second. Pranks. Clank. Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? Wait to your signature word beep or other onomatopoeia? There's none. Somehow I must have gotten unplugged, I guess. I'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please, collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. Oh, 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now, describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles and savory soup. Oh, look how tiny they are. Are these little noodles as well? Look at the tiny little tea. Aw, it's so cute. My word. It's fucking delicious. That teeny tiny Naruto Maki I spy afloat in its itsy bitsy bowl. Yes, chef. Please, call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles casually sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. No way you phrased it like that. Sublime. Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on. I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much, it was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, Corey and Chad, for helping me to believe in myself. Van Van, you're up. Now, describe your dish. I made oni over smooth egg custard in an egg-hewn urchin shell topped with caviar. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second different colored type of urchin? It's disgusting. Yes, Sprinkles! A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but can't get his nose close to account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slush around. Woof, woof. Please be gentle with my cuisine. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Ouch! My tongue. The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. I can't eat this. I keep poking my tongue. Disqualified. Stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Dejected Van Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified for glamour! Don't discount this sympathy. This isn't the last you've heard of me. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know, yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. It's comfort food. Next student. Student. Ashley. It's your time to step up. Now, describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rose water syrup topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile, meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food? Sorry, don't eat the food at a cooking school? Go toast in your ears or something. Go toast in your ears or something, Corey and Chad. I told you it's a display piece. Ashley, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it and did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. All I wanted was to be judged on eating. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating, School for the Hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley and she finally cannot keep her two-face routine up. You would know high-end cuisine if it cooked you! And with that, Ashley storms off to redictate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last you've heard of me, either. If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. Pathetic. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together. Two chefs. It began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese. Has become has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffling and eyeing the bowl. Nose itchy, excuse me. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. Just when I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing, and completely blow me away. And my 49 dog years of life, I've never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. So delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. We saved the world! We saved the world, chat! We did it! Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive, even the Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance. Oh, Jesus. Pog. When you gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Oh my god, are we gonna go to prom? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Doc is in the house. Ow, ow, ow. You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? The casual attire! Look at that! Oh my god, does this mean Colonel Sanders is gonna wear casual clothes too? Pecco thighs! For a moment you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh, amusing. Now that everyone is together, it's a spork monster. It's totally mellowed out. Everyone, the spork monster is no more. From here out, I'd prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster. Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Spork. Sorry, Party Monster. Dejected student walks off. Maybe things don't work out for Miriam romantically. Oh, sorry, that's not in character. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? I wonder who. Oh. It's Pop. He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for a good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat. A crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma. So we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Oh, now I get it. And we get a new wing on the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of the chancellor of such and such. The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Wow, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank, and I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? What? I actually feel like I knew this the whole time. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I have just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank. You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she has managed to surpass you in that regard. I understand. Kind of. Humans are weird. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Okay, bye, Clank. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Howdy, classmates. Oh, this feels weird. Feels weird. Just like the first day you met him. He has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time it's a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. The end? What do you mean the end? Question mark. No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Korien Chad, what are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me, what are the qualities you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, oh, I don't know. A spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few. It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I would love to. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off, and I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Korien Chad. How sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think this is something I'll need to do by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? No! Could it be you found a love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? What the fuck? You're gonna live with only half of him? Will we be able to endure sharing him with his other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at pastry school. Oh my dear Korean Chad. I'm sure you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end. Yo! No! No! How do we get the true ending? How do we get the perfect ending? I need to get the true ending. Let me see. No KFC advice today. Pepe has. Hmm. Yeah. I think I'm looking at like a quick walkthrough of how to get the perfect ending, and it seems like the only thing I did really wrong was not walking up to his horse. Everything else seems to be I did right. I'm so mad. How does walking up to his horse make me a good businesswoman? Can you explain that to me? For fuck's sake. I'm so mad. Walking up to the horse means you're a worse chef. No, walking up to the horse means I'm a better chef. I'm supposed to walk to the horse, but I didn't. And that seems to be like the only thing I did really wrong. The rest seems to be like pretty much the same. Hold on. My god. I can't believe I'm invested enough into this game to fucking do this again. Okay, we're gonna do a new game real quick. And we're just gonna we're gonna pick all the right choices and skip through just to see. I need answers. Look, I did everything right except for the horse. Actually makes sense. You become a better chef by bathing into his chef aura, and you miss that critical moment. Maybe you're right. Oh my god. I'll take the handkerchief. Thank you very much. Fucking Clank! Get out of here. I will sit by Colonel Sanders. Thank you very much. To be fair, I probably got some of these wrong, but I don't think it matters much. Anything as long as it's made with love. This boy. Ah. Korean jam. I think we did this. Let the food rest in your mouth and focus on it, scrutinizing every flavor. Salt? Maybe. Pepper? Too obvious. Oregano? Basil? Maybe, but there's something else. Something dark, something spicy. You dig deeper, deeper, deeper. Yes, even deeper still, until you find it. Could it be? You really did it. How bold, how adventurous. To use... You try to go even deeper into the sea of flavors, but this revelation alone is more than you can handle. You snap out of it and realize that this information was meant to remain a secret, and yet, now you know, a mantle of responsibility now rests upon your shoulders. As you look around, you realize that everyone in the room is consumed by the lunch. No one noticed that you've traveled through space and time. After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second? Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? How bold of you to come out and ask. It's an idea that for a new combination of flavors that will make my fortune on establishment. It's fried chicken restaurant, no big deal. Just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. What's the rush? The semester's only getting started. 2 more days to get to know each other. He's not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know, if it's security, Christian learning will be fun. You've got a milk, I'll give you that. You know, sounds just one ingredient, or you can't tell. I use something my great grandmother taught me. Wow, he never guessed that. He was everything out the flavor. 2 ingredients closer. While you're wrapped in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders disappeared. Okay, I think the rest is the same. Be modest but thoughtful. There we go. Yeah, and we'll tell her to go with Clank again. Okay. Oh, game's a bit loud, I think. I'm sorry. My grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. Bam, 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 bam. I love how the music cut out for a second for the Colonel Sanders close-up shot. So stupid. Spare the wretched beast. The fucking dream sequence. Alright, we'll have to make up a fake ingredient again. Okay, we'll run to him here. Let's see. You decide that the best way to show Miriam how serious you and Colonel Sanders are would be to run to him. Surely he'll sweep you up onto the back of his stallion. You'll ride away together. That'll show her good. Oh, Colonel. My Colonel! However, your sudden movement surprised the horse and it rears up, kicking you directly in the face. What the hell? The force of the blow completely knocks you out cold. In the darkness, you see a vision. Ooh, Korienne Chad, I am here to deliver you a message. Not this guy. It is important that you remember this exactly as I say it. If you forget, the world could end. So you know it's serious. I have been trapped in a realm beyond, but a great prophecy relies on my return. Only you can save me. All you need to do is repeat my name 3 times. And that name is... Before you can continue, you suddenly awake. Ah, jeez. You awake to find Colonel Sanders tending to you. He roused you back to life with a satchel of secret spices. Or is that just his natural seasoned musk? Shut the fuck up. Lead in for a kiss. I think not. Will compliment the craftsmanship of his horse's shoes. Colonel Musk. Maybe you shouldn't be riding a horse to school, and maybe you shouldn't be running up to animals you don't know. It's hard to say who was in the wrong here. But one thing is for sure, that Colonel Sanders is pretty dreamy. That horse has beautiful shoes. You could really feel how smooth and sturdy they were when they were pressing into my face. That's nice to hear. No one truly appreciates good craftsmanship anymore. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your 2 rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something really bad. By the way, they're hiding. You know it must be really bad. Okay. So apparently, we act like we're not interested here. You sit near the rivals, but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van Van muttering something that sounds a bit like a magic spell. Corey M? Huh? Did I say Corey M? However, he notices you eavesdropping. You try and cover your tracks to improvise an excuse. It's time for class, and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them. Okay. I don't even know if this was the same dialogue. Hold on. I'm not sure. Let me see. She doesn't know. No, I went back so far. Not like this. Madge. Quick, quick, quick. I'm gonna look at yeah, same book. And cons secrets. Pop. We're playing. Beep beep. Frank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts! You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Bzz, womp. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer. Womp womp. Okay, we've read this. I wasn't sure, so I wanted to check. Okay. It's telling me to pick the dog biscuit. Like I mean, my intuition, not the guide I'm looking at, to get the perfect ending. Guess we'll take the glass of water. You grab the glass of water and gulp it down. It's cool and crisp, like the pure snow melted by a mountain spring. Hey, that was mine! It was from my favorite toilet. You owe me $6. And you've got excellent taste. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. Okay. We do the cook-off. We do the cook-off. And we get everything right, definitely. And for Massa, how am I supposed to figure that out? Chat, I'm too pure. I'm too pure and innocent to know these things. Don't you know? Blah, blah, blah. Yes, you were passionate about a lot of things, Colonel Sanders. True. No. No. I don't know if it makes a difference to click on everything, but I'm just gonna be careful. Ding ding ding.
Aw.
Let's fess up and tell him the truth. You confess. I think I've developed feelings for you! And how does this make me a better chef, game? Can you tell me? Can you tell me how me confessing my feelings to Colonel Sanders makes me a better chef? How does that make any sense? I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Korien Chad. I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. Okay. Dream sequence! He transmits his chef skills to you via love. We'll flatter him. We're not erasing our memories. You reach into your backpack and grab some homework from last semester that you forgot to turn in. Sprinkles immediately goes for it and gobbles the sheet of paper like it's a piece of fresh chicken rawhide. Oh my, apologize for the outburst. I know it seems cliche, but not much in this world satisfies like ungraded work. My, Korien Chad, you were studying something with cinnamon? I have been sitting in on a lecture series about the art of cake baking. How insightful. Banzar, thanks so much for coming out. Paranormal Investigator, really appreciate the follow. Welcome, welcome. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Korien Chad, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom, you see. Yeah. Love drama, love drama. Fucking hell, man. We fess up about a practice dish again. And we'll, oh god, it's so loud! It's so loud! We'll do stuff the hard way. Dude, it's so silly. Honestly, I really like this game, I won't lie. I had a really fun time, and I hate to admit it, but it was really good. Come on! Come on! I want my perfect ending with Colonel Sanders! No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on our delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Korien Chad. I couldn't help but wonder. Was our final exam team up purely an act of strategy, carried out by two cunning chefs? Or was it something more? I'm afraid I can't answer that question directly. Instead, I'd like to ask you a question of my own. May I have this doosey-do? Doosey-do? What? Colonel Sanders extends his hands to you and you feel a surge of energy jump off the tips of his fingers. His hand, the hand of a master chef, so dedicated to the craft of fine cookery. So tender yet refined, so milky smooth, fingers like finely battered drumsticks, turned in flour, soaked in buttermilk, and dusted with exotic spices. But they do not reach for tongs, a knife, or even a spork. Tonight they reach for you. And though our feet may tire of dancing, I believe that this is just the beginning of our steps together. Colonel Sanders, Will you not only join me on the dance floor, but in my kitchen, as my co-chef and partner in both business and in life? Gasp. Could it be? Is he really saying? Me and you together? Ever since I met you, my dream has changed. It's not enough to simply open the world's greatest chain of fried chicken restaurants. No. Even then, my love would be incomplete without you by my side. So, what do you say, partner? I say, I love you, Colonel Sanders. Sometimes I look at where I am in life and wonder, how did I get here? The for real end? Wow. That was a life-changing 3 days. Overwhelmed by everything that just happened between you and Colonel Sanders, you step outside to get some air. Quad is dark and quiet. Too quiet. You start to smell something salty, potatoey, gravy-y. Just then, Spork Monster appears. Hi, Korien Chad. Got some pretty sweet dance moves back there. Why, thank you. You aren't too shabby yourself. That moonwalk you did was pretty cool. Oh, you noticed? I'm so embarrassed. Anyway, I had something to ask you. You see, life as a potato-like creature is difficult. I have no place to call home other than people's nightmares. What a line! I like that a lot. Oh, I had no idea. I was wondering if I might be able to go home with you. Happy Valentine's, Corey. This game looks cursed. Hey, Rika. Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you for 7 months. I really appreciate the continued support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was wondering if I might be able to go home with you permanently. I'll run out and get the paper in the morning and everything. What do you say? Chat, do we adopt him? I'll say we adopt him. Yes, yes. Okay, okay. Of course, okay, okay. My hero, I will forever be in your debt. The end. Seriously though, it really is this time. We did it, chat! We romance Colonel Sanders! We did it! Did everyone enjoy their time with I love you, Colonel Sanders? Was it worth it? Honestly, I really liked it. Can we get the bad end? Is there a bad end? I'm gonna check. I'll check if there's a bad ending. I love you, Colonel. I mean, there's a bunch of endings you can get throughout the game by... You can get by just messing up. So when can we expect Hatoful Boyfriend? I haven't looked at that at all. Like, I know what it's about. I know it's about dating pigeons or whatever. But that's all I know. Or like just in general, like birds. How do you think Colonel Sanders would feel about this? I don't know a whole lot about Colonel Sanders. I'd like to hope he would laugh at it, but who knows? Maybe he's upset. Maybe he would be upset. I don't know. If I was pictured like a really handsome, suave master at everything, I wouldn't be upset. At the full boyfriend? Yeah, chat's mentioning it. Not tonight, but maybe we can check it out in the future if people are interested in that kind of thing. Because I do like playing the occasional visual novel. How can you be upset about loving the Chad? The Korean Chad. Alright, I hope everyone had a good time with I love you, Colonel Sanders. Yeah, let me place the VOD marker.